What's up, everyone? Fritz here again with another episode of Sneakerhead Ambition, and today I've got another live cop for you. This is going to be one of several that I'm going to kind of rattle off over the next week or two, just because we've had a lot of drops in the first part of February and leading up to NBA All-Star Weekend. So the one I'm going to cover today would be the Union Jordan 1, the AKOs that dropped a week or so ago at this point. So that's what I'll be covering today. I do have a new setup. This is the first time that I've filmed down here. I kind of moved my office, so there's a little stuff going on in the background. I will be adding some stuff to the wall, try to spruce it up a little bit, but basically this is kind of where I'm at now. Same computer setup, but just moved my office so I've got more room. I wanted to move it down to where I actually have shoes and am more easily able to do shipping and packaging and all that good stuff. So it's kind of what you're seeing here. The next several videos you see will definitely just be this bare bones background, but I do plan on putting some stuff back there, so just a little fill in. During the drop that you will see today, I did run Valor and Wrath. I did have a lot of success on the day, and just something that I kind of took away from it, I was running a copy of Valor and Wrath each on a different server, right? So I had 4 copies total. I was attempting to just make sure that I was getting the right link in, and if I messed up on one, I had the others to kind of back up. I've learned over a couple drops now where they're doing the domain change. That's not a good idea, right? I can just rack up the tasks that I run on one copy, and that's kind of what I ended up doing for the most part. But moving forward, I'm just gonna put way more tasks on each copy and just stick to one instance, since speed is really everything, and it's really how quickly you can get the link input and then roll from there. So that's kind of what you will see today on here, right? Just a heads up, but that is something that I would recommend you doing. Don't run a bunch of bots, right? Try to pick 1 or 2 and just put more tasks on there anytime a Shopify site like Union is doing a domain change. As far as my overall success on the day, I did have 18 pairs that hit. I did hit 12 of them on one copy of Wrath, and then I hit 6 on the other copy of Wrath. I did not hit on Valor. I thought that it was my PROXIES or something else that I'd done, but when I rewatched the video and the footage that I'm gonna show, it was pretty clear to me what went wrong. So I'm definitely gonna get into that, but like I said, I hit 18 pairs on the day, and all of those were via Wrath. These shoes also dropped on sneakers. I didn't run that many accounts. I just ran 50 because I'd hit 18 pairs earlier. I didn't want to hit too many if the prices dropped. So I only ran 50 accounts. I did hit 5 pairs using my favorite sneakers bot, Patrick Ewing. I'll always go over what worked, right, and what didn't work for me, but you all know, just if you're in this space, I can't really speak on specific bots for sneakers, but I did hit 5 out of 50. I was happy with that. And like I said, I didn't really run everything because I'd already had success on that Union site. So per usual, I did run sneakers, but I didn't really run it that heavy, but I did hit when I ran 5 pairs. So in regards to what I did wrong, you will see, and when you watch the footage, all right, I input the link into Valor too early, I believe. So I input the link that we got, the early link for the domain change. I input that like a couple seconds before 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern, whichever one of those it was. I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it might be 11. But I put that link in too early, right? And I put that link in couple seconds later after it had registered, right? I would have been able to click on the shoe, click the size, and get rolling, all right? The thing that messed me up and made me think that my PROXIES were the issue is if you watch closely, like right at drop time, the one window pops up, and then a second later, the Wrath window popped up pretty much the same size, and I thought I was clicking on the Valor window, but really I clicked on the Wrath window. So you might hear me in there too, kind of be like, okay, I'm not gonna hit on Wrath, but then Wrath is the one that cooked. So again, you'll see that play out, but it's really about speed, right? I got that link into Wrath quickly, Wrath cooked. I know people hit on Valor, and initially after the drop, I was a little confused. Like I said, I thought it was my PROXIES. It wasn't. But regardless, that's definitely the biggest factor in you having success on these domain change drops, right? You need to get that link quickly. You need to wait until a second or so after the time, and then you need to input that into the bot. Had I done that on Valor, I imagine I would have had similar success. But again, that's just something I'm definitely going to remember in the future, that window really popped up like right over that Valor window, and that kind of threw me off. So just something to look for in that video, and just telling y'all kind of how I messed up with Valor. Well, I have heard people say that for them, when they run these domain changes on a server, they've said it doesn't work. For me personally, right, I was running on Zesty servers. They worked fine for me. If that was an issue for you, or you ran on a server and let's say the window didn't pop up or you just wouldn't connect, you might want to look at trying to run on your local PC. That's definitely something that I've heard a lot of people kind of not complain about, but mention that could be an issue. Like I said, Zesty worked for me. And also the proxies I ran were live. Again, sometimes you'll hear people say live didn't work for me. It worked really well for me on this drop. So that's really all I have to say on my end. But like I said, the biggest thing that I took away from this drop is, again, to just narrow down my setup, right? Put more tasks on those bots and just try to get those links in as quickly as possible. Like I said, that was my biggest mistake. Had I put them all on one copy, I probably would have hit a lot more. But just for the shoe and what we were running for, I was really happy with that success with 18 on the day. As always, a massive shout out and thank you to my sponsors. Like I always say in these videos, I do back these guys 100%. If you need emails or Gmails, if you need proxies, servers, accounts, sneakers accounts, flex accounts, you need AYCD, all of those. I've got partnerships with all of them. Definitely check out the information section below. I know that there are a lot of companies right now that are going out of business, right? All of these companies that I work with are still in business. Some of them have acquired others. Basically, again, a lot of companies are struggling right now, but I can guarantee you that the companies that I work with down there, that's what I use, that's the resources I use. I would highly recommend that. They've got Discord links down there. They've got discount codes, any of that. And if you guys ever need any more information or have questions on what proxies or what servers or what accounts are best for your situation, always reach out to me in the comment section below, and I'm always happy to answer. And I really do try to answer and get back to every single person that comments. So just let me know if you've got any questions. Anyways, that's all for this portion of today's video. Per usual, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, where I do post daily, and I really am trying to get back to posting multiple times a week on here. January is obviously slow, right? That's usually the slowest month of the year after we've got all those releases in December. So February definitely has gotten rolling. I know that the Jordan 4 live cops will be coming up. I'm going to have those up in a couple days from the Seafoams and the Crafts. Then we've got the Jordan 185s, and then we've got the big red boots, right? There's a lot coming up, especially around All-Star Weekend. So there's definitely a lot of live cops that are going to be up very soon. So definitely check back for those. And, let me know if you've got any questions. Per usual, like I said, I really do try to get back to everyone in the comment section. And hopefully you guys enjoy the footage. And until next time.